Okay, it's not nearly dark. We're staked out in a really good position here. I've got Cherie just unloading Gary off the vehicle now. 2 stags roaring up this side, 2 down in front, 1 up here. This guy's a 4-5. Yeah, he's a 4-5. Not sure what this one is over here. The best roar is coming out down the creek. So we're going to go and try and get down there right on dark and let's see what it is. Fingers crossed, eh? Yep, looks good. We're running out of daylight. I'll try and get eyes on this guy if I can. Okay, I see him on the skyline. Right, going round. It's nearly too dark. He's a big 5-5. He's long, he's got big forks. He looks old. Big down low. No, we've run out of daylight, mate. It's just black on that side. I spent a little bit too much time to see what the other stag was. And when he turned out only a 4-5, younger stag.
I reckon earlier he was here somewhere.
He was down here. He's come up, he went up that spur.
Morning guys, morning 2 of our hunt. Out here with Clark. I'd just like to go through a few things with you while we're driving up here to look for a stag. Go through a few things that sort of I use to help me with my disability. We'll start with the chair. So to get around the hills, I've had a few chairs because we've been doing this a lot of years. I'm now on an action track chair, and these things are amazing. They go anywhere. They give you a real sense of freedom and things that you could never do before with the older style electric chairs. From the hills here in Queensland to the beaches, it goes anywhere. Soft sand doesn't stop it. It goes up any hill, down any hill. It's stable, you can't fall out. So with that, it's made my life a lot easier. And even around our little farm, it's great. You get around and you can snig things out with them if you need to, and this, that and the other. We'll go to the rifle rest I use. It's about the 5th incarnation that I'm on now. And it's just about learning from your mistakes and changing things up if they're not working properly. So, as my disability has progressed, I've slowly got worse and worse and worse. So actually holding the rifle really still now is a bit tricky. So I went and I used a ball head on the tripod, which basically fixes the gun in position to where I can move it around to where I need to, but it holds it still. So it's like shooting off a bench. Makes life a lot easier. Right down, everything right down to the clothes I wear, which help transfer, and I know you see me get lifted in and out, but that's more so to be as quiet and as quick as we can. But yeah, so if anyone's watching this and they need any help with anything, I don't have social media, so if you flick Clark a message and you want to know anything about the hunting or this, that and the other, we've been doing, what is it, since 2018 we've been going together.
Yeah.
I reached out and I wanted to do everything the right way, and I reached out to Clark and nothing was a hassle to try and help me with whatever I needed, and it's really brought a new perspective this 1 week of hunting stags, even though I hunt in other places. I dream of this nearly all year, and if you actually get out and have a go, you'll see why. So anyone out there that's interested in anything, any sort of facets of how we do things, or and this, that and the other, just flick Clark a message and between us we'll sort it out. And one thing that I've really loved about coming out here with Clark and Judy and all the guys, I've never been treated as, oh, he's the disabled guy. I've been treated as one of the boys. It's not, I haven't found anyone that's standoffish. Over my nearly 26 years in a chair, I've seen a lot of people that are standoffish and too afraid to talk to you or even get to know you. Not once have I felt that with any Ridge Group member or anyone, any landowner. The landowners where we sit down and have a cuppa, like they come down, when no one's here, they'll come down and sit with Cherie and I and have a good old yak, and so it makes you feel really welcome, because these sorts of people are salt of the earth people. It's one of those things where it's all all walks of life and everyone's accepted, and that's something, if you're disabled, means a lot to you. So yeah, flick Clark a message and we'll see if we can make it happen for some people. If you don't have a chair, you can get around in the hills. Well, I'm happy when I'm out here. If someone wants to come, we'll jump in mine and we'll get you up in the hills and we'll work it out, because the more community gets together, the better off we're going to be. Anyway, that's just my little spiel for this morning. Hopefully we're going to get a big roaring stag up here. We're going to go and try and find the one we let go last night when it was too dark, and we'll see what happens today. Today's a new day. It's a beautiful day and it's good to be alive.
Morning too. The stags roared that well last night that they kept me awake. 1:20 this morning, there were stags on every hill screaming. And now here we are, 6:30 in the morning, and there's not a roar. Not a roar anywhere. I haven't even seen a deer. They're all back, bedded down. It's one of their cycles, whether it's they're ruminating, whether it's just they've had a really big night. You might just have to wait and let them get back into a swing of things. This is the hill over here that we saw the big stag on last night, right on dark. I heard something like a growl roar way up the top of it, but not enough to chase. The cattle here feeding peacefully. Yeah, interesting. This is hunting. See, a lot of people think now, oh yeah, you should have a thermal here because then you could look around through the antenna and find the deer. Yep, if that's what you call hunting, if that's what you believe hunting to be, using technology, well, why don't you use a drone? Why don't you use, Google Earth more? Why don't you use, a spotlight? Why don't you use any number of things? Put a trap in, catch them, shoot them in the trap. Where does it end? Hunting should be hunting. It should be as basic as you can make it. Right, this is the second afternoon of hunting with Gary and Cherie here. It's been tough. Stags have not been cooperating. There's been definitely no easy chances. Came close there last night with a big double 5 right on dark. It just got too dark. Now I've got a couple of stags roaring on this face in front of me, but it's still so hot. It's like 32 degrees here, at least 30, 32 degrees. So they're roaring up in the shadows, way up high. Just too high for us to get the chair to. But I've got 2 stags there, and I've got 2 more in the gully behind me. So we're trying to just work out which is the best bet, which one we can get to. And I'm trying to get eyes on them to just see the best quality stag we've got here. Even if we can find a big old double 4, Gary will be very happy with that. So he's not looking, doesn't have to be the biggest trophy in the world. Just we're looking for something old and rough and unique. And to him, that's what he wants. That'll be a good trophy. So yeah, make a decision here pretty soon. What do you reckon, Mosso? Getting hot in there, eh? It's hot. Alright, well, we're heading out here this morning to look up the top end of the property. It's been tough. It has been really tough. It's into the first week of April and we still haven't really got any stags roaring properly. They're roaring, but it's like half-hearted. Roaring at night, nothing in the mornings, a little bit in the afternoons. And then when you do hear them, they're moving upwards into the thick stuff. Good, tough hunting. It is. It's really good, tough hunting. I was looking here now. I'm gonna send my Morocco 30 shirt back for a product recall. The quality hasn't been good enough. It's a fault, I'd say, in the another one over here. In the workmanship here, this thing has only done me 10 years of extremely hard labour. Wearing it's probably been worn 2,000 times, I suppose. Probably 2,500 times. So, Rob, quality's not good enough, mate. You can't wear them forever. They will eventually wear out. Part of the sort of method I suppose I use to get Gary onto a good stag is we've got to go ahead and try and plan it out. Try and find something that's good, that's suitable. Then we go back, we're going to try and work a way of getting him in his chair into that position. And that's often the hard thing because sometimes you can get close but you won't be able to get a shot. And other times you can get to see the animal but it's just too far away. Okay, I've got a stag up here now. up above me on the top. I've heard him roar once. I can see 3 hinds so far. So let's try and get in closer. Three hinds and 3 fawns coming around that side. No sign of the stag yet. He might be bedded down. There's not a roar from him. The guy back here has given 2 roars. Another one there. Actually, there's another stag. There's a 3rd stag further up. This one's quiet. Oftentimes your quiet ones are your real good ones. I just got eyes on him. Just going up this face here in front of us. About 300 metres. Big double 4, but 7, 8-year-old. He probably needs to be shot, but I think he's too hard now. I don't think we can get up there. We'd have to go along this side. The wind's not good. Damn. They've stopped roaring. They're just stopping roaring at daybreak. Next. Stag roaring up ahead. We've got a stag roaring over the top of this knob. So I've got Gary in the vehicle. We'll try and get the vehicle up as close as we can. The wind is terrible. Spiker was standing on top of the hill. Cattle in the gully. Everything against us. But you never know.
easterly stalk up this gully. Had 2 stags roaring, and we got up the top here. We had a really good setup. The stag was roaring